As I sat there, alone in the dark, I wondered how I ended up like this. It was all too clear. This was because GameStop sent me a cursed copy of Banjo-Kazooie. Earlier this year, my older brother moved out, and with that he took his N64 and copy of Banjo-Kazooie along with him. With Banjo-Kazooie being one of my favorite games, I had to order a new copy as soon as possible. I went online to the well-respected GameStop.com and purchased a used copy of Banjo for a modest $35. Once it arrived, I popped it into my 64 to test if it worked. Everything was fine and dandy until I noticed something suspicious on the file selection screen. One of the files had a strange total count. Of course, as an avid fan of the game, I knew something was off. With only slightly less than half of the jiggies collected, strangely enough, all 900 notes were gathered. Upon entering the file and pausing to see the game totals, I was met with something shocking. This file had a grand total of 111 jiggies collected. Not only are there only 100 jiggies in the game altogether, but diving deeper, I saw that after the second level, hardly any jiggies were collected in the 7 remaining worlds, while every note was collected. After sharing this weird discovery to my brother and friends, I promptly put the game away, my curiosity left behind.
Here to play. If you don't come play with us.
A few days ago, I had the urge to play some Banjo-Kazooie. Once I turned on the game, I was quickly reminded of what I had left behind. The suspicious file was ominously creeping into my sights. To calm my banjo urge, I picked up from where the file left off. As I progressed through the game, the unnatural jiggy counter kept rising. With each numerical value increase, a hint of malice entered the room. An uneasy feeling entered when I began to notice things about the game were off. Banjo's model would randomly increase in size. The visuals sporadically became dark. The game would crash and turn off by itself from time to time after collecting jiggies. I began to turn paranoid. To calm myself, I invited a couple of my friends over before I continued on with my playthrough. At first, they did not believe me, saying I was delusional. Bro, are you recording?
Yes, I'm recording. What do you want me to record this for?
It's haunted. What do you mean?
What does it even mean? Why don't you have a capture card? Just use the capture card. What's wrong with that?
If I use that, people are going to think it's fake.
What do you? How is it haunted? What's wrong with it?
Bro, that's not even the real music. What do you mean?
It sounds like Banjo. Like it's like the same music. Isn't that Banjo's music? Like didn't Game Explain use that at one point? I'm pretty sure they did.
It's not the right song.
It sounds like the real song.
That's Drake.
What? I don't listen to music.
That's Drake.
Do I look like a normie to you?
No, bro. As I was nearing the end of the game, it happened. The final straw. I was making my way through the final level of the game, click clock wood, when suddenly something only out of my worst nightmares happened.
Bro, can I go home now?
Come on, no, I'm doing it.
What do you mean you're doing it? Like it's late. It's like what time is it? It's like 10 o'clock. Like Uriel's asleep.
Bro, it's the last level.
What do you
mean? It's the last level. I'm almost done.
So I don't care. I don't have much space on this thing. Like I don't have much time to. Bro.
Bro. Dude.
What?
Dude. What the?
Bro.
Oh my god.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Alright, let's go.
After quickly taking the game card out, I decided it was best to send the game back to GameStop and ask for a new copy. In the following days afterwards, I had a hard time sleeping. Nights would go by where I lay awake, thinking of the horrors, the monstrosities. A week later, today, as I tell you the story, a package from GameStop arrived. Again, something was off. As I opened up the package, the same feelings of anxiety overcame me. The Banjo-Kazooie cartridge had no label, but only written by hand was Banjo. Out of the many games I've bought from GameStop in the past, never have I seen such of now. Alone, in the dark night, I put the cartridge into my Nintendo 64. Total despair.
Well, at least it turned on. You think this one's gonna be like more or cursed than the last one?
There's no way it's going to be more cursed than the last one. Alright, there's no way. No.
Bro,
No.
you good, man?